Hola Cooler. Welcome back to the channel, your ultimate source for everything FC Barcelona. If you bleed Blaugrana like I do, then you know these are times of both immense challenge and unwavering hope. We've got a mountain of news to get through today, and honestly, some of it is tough to swallow, but hey, that's what being a Cule is all about, right? Sticking with our club through thick and thin. From devastating injuries ahead of the biggest game of the season, to exciting La Masia talents stepping up, and even some boardroom drama, we're covering it all. So grab your coffee, put on your Barca jersey, and let's dive deep into the latest happenings at our beloved club. We've got a lot to discuss, some to lament, and some to celebrate, because even in the toughest moments, there's always that spark of Barca magic. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update from your fellow Cule. Let's get into it. Alright, let's kick things off with news that has every Cooler absolutely dreading the next few weeks, El Clasico. Just when you think things can't get worse, they do. The first El Clasico of the season, against them at the Santiago Bernabéu, is shaping up to be played under an immense dark cloud for FC Barcelona. The congested calendar, the international breaks, it's all taking a toll, and it feels like the football gods are just against us right now. With just over 10 days until that monumental clash, our medical team is working overtime, but the list of absentees is becoming truly frightening. We already knew about Gavi and Marc-Andre Ter Stegen being long-term absentees, which is a massive blow in itself. Gavi's fire, Ter Stegen's reliability, irreplaceable. Then the news broke about Robert Lewandowski, and now, to add insult to injury, we have confirmation that Dani Olmo is also highly unlikely to return in time from his calf issue. But wait, there's more. Santiago Valle of Cadena has now reported that another key starter, Joan Garcia, is officially ruled out of El Clasico. Garcia, a summer signing who was showing so much promise and was hoped to return from his meniscus tear, simply won't make it. It's a devastating blow to our goalkeeping depth, especially with Szczesny having stepped up, but having Garcia fit would have been huge. This FIFA virus just keeps on giving, doesn't it? And if that wasn't enough to make your heart sink, we're also sweating over the availability of our captain and key winger Raphinha. His recovery from a thigh injury has been slower than anticipated, making him a major doubt. Imagine going into El Clasico, the biggest game of the season, potentially without Ter Stegen, Gavi, Lewandowski, Dani Olmo, Joan Garcia, and Raphinha. It's an absolute nightmare scenario. This is not just a game, it's a statement, it's about pride, and to face it so decimated is just heartbreaking. But you know what? This is Barca. We've overcome bigger challenges. We'll need every single player, every Cule in the stands, and every one of us watching from home to rally behind the team. Visca el Barça, always, no matter the odds. From the immediate heartbreak of injuries, let's switch gears slightly to the future, which also comes with its own anxieties. We're talking about La Masia, the heartbeat of our club, and specifically, one of its brightest gems, Guille Fernandez. This 17-year-old midfield prodigy has been turning heads, even participating in pre-season and senior training under Hansi Flick. He's got that undeniable talent, that Barca DNA that makes us all excited for what's to come. But here's the kicker, and it's a familiar sting for us Culers. Borussia Dortmund, yes, those Borussia Dortmund, are reportedly showing interest in Guille's situation. According to Bild, they're seriously considering signing him. And the worry isn't just external, the report suggests Guille's family is pushing for more first-team involvement, something that, understandably, hasn't fully materialized yet at such a young age in a club like ours. He was in the squad for the season opener but has mostly been with Barça Atletic, making a couple of appearances before an ankle sprain sidelined him. Now, we've seen this movie before, haven't we? Talented youngsters, lacking immediate senior opportunities, getting lured away by clubs offering a clearer path to the first team. It's always a tough pill to swallow. Guille was already attracting interest from across Europe this summer, but to his credit, he rejected all offers, choosing to stay and fight for his place at Barcelona. That shows immense loyalty and a deep desire to succeed here, which we absolutely love to see. His contract runs until 2027, meaning next summer, when he turns 18, he'll be entering his final year. This puts us in a precarious position. We absolutely cannot afford to lose a talent of his caliber. La Masia is our identity, our philosophy, and our future. We need to do everything we can to convince these players that their future is bright at Barcelona. Flick has shown he's willing to give youth a chance, and we need to accelerate that process for players like Guille. Let's hope this interest from Dortmund just motivates the club to integrate him more, not lose him. We need to protect our gems. Visca La Masia. Speaking of things that truly frustrate every single football fan, especially us Culers, let's talk about the infamous FIFA virus. It feels like every international break is a guaranteed injury lottery for our key players. Just when we're trying to build momentum, boom! Someone's off with an issue. Lamine Yamal, Dani Olmo, both have returned from international duty nursing fitness problems in recent times. And the most recent scare was Ferran Torres, who thankfully, only had muscle overload and no serious concern, but that's still time lost. The RFEF president, Raphinha, has now tried to calm the growing noise around these injuries. He's saying things like there may be opinions, but I want to avoid controversy and stressing that the relationship with clubs is practically perfect. He claims there's extraordinary coordination with sporting directors and he's grateful for the effort clubs make. Now, with all due respect, President Luzon, it's easy to say that when it's not your club facing a Clasico with half its starting 11 sidelined. These are our players, our investments, and our hopes for the season. Dani Olmo, again, came back injured from national team camp. It's a recurring theme that drives us absolutely mad. While Luzon insists there's no tension and the atmosphere is extraordinary, many of us Culers feel a growing disconnect. We understand players want to represent their countries, and it's an honor, but the demands placed on them, the relentless schedule, and the lack of proper recuperation often lead to these devastating setbacks for their clubs. Barcelona, more than most, has been a victim of this cycle. His words are clearly aimed at easing frustration, but for clubs like ours, facing a string of crucial matches and a decimated squad, it rings a little hollow. We need solutions, not just reassurances. We need better player protection, a more sensible calendar, and a genuine effort to minimize these risks. Until then, the FIFA virus will continue to be a thorn in our side, threatening to derail our season before it even truly begins. It's tough out there for a Culer right now, but we keep fighting. Just when you thought the injury list for El Clasico couldn't get any longer or more disheartening, sport delivers another gut punch. Our captain and key winger, Raphinha, is now a major doubt for the upcoming Clasico against Real Madrid. A major doubt. This isn't just a concern anymore, it's a serious setback that could see us without one of our most crucial attacking threats in the biggest game of the season. It's like a bad dream we can't wake up from. Raphinha sustained his injury 2 weeks ago after the match against Real Oviedo. The initial prognosis was bad enough, ruled out of the Girona and Olympiacos clashes, but there was a glimmer of hope, a tiny spark, that he'd make it back for the trip to the Santiago Bernabeu. Every Culer was clinging to that hope, imagining his directness, his crossing, his fight on the right wing. But sadly, his recovery has not progressed as expected. The latest tests have revealed discomfort in his hamstring again, indicating that his condition is more severe than initially thought. It's a devastating blow, truly. The plan was for him to gradually return to the pitch this week, using the games leading up to the Clasico as preparation. Instead, this crucial recovery period has spiraled into a setback, leaving his participation in the high-stakes clash on October 26 completely uncertain. As of now, he hasn't even been able to train on the pitch since the international break, working individually in the gym, not even separately from the main group. This lack of progress is deeply concerning for Hansi Flick and his medical team. They know how vital Raphinha is to our tactical system, his directness, his creativity, his relentless pressing ability on that right flank. He brings so much energy and a different dimension to our attack. Flick is taking a cautious approach, which is absolutely the right thing to do to avoid aggravating the injury further. But for us fans, staring down El Clasico with so many key players sidelined, it's a bitter pill to swallow. The chances of Raphinha featuring are growing slimmer by the day. We need miracles right now, Culers. Pure miracles. Our squad depth is being tested like never before. But we will fight. Visca el Barça. Alright Culers, amidst all the gloom and doom of injuries, we finally have a ray of hope, a glimmer of excitement from within our own ranks. The devastating news of Robert Lewandowski being ruled out for at least 4 to 6 weeks, missing El Clasico, was a huge blow. With Raphinha and Dani Olmo also struggling, our attacking options looked severely limited. But fear not, because La Masia, our ever-present beacon of talent, might just have the answer, Victor Barbera. According to Sport, Barça Atletic striker Victor Barbera is being considered as a possible short-term solution to fill the massive void left by Lewandowski. And let me tell you, this kid is making waves. At just 21 years old, Barbera has been an absolute standout performer for Barça Atletic this season. His sharp instincts inside the box, his clinical finishing, it's all earning him the affectionate nickname Barberowski among those at the club. Barberowski. How brilliant is that? It's a nod to his Polish-like finishing prowess, and honestly, If he can bring even a fraction of Lewandowski's output, we'll take it. He's started the campaign in brilliant fashion, already bagging 5 goals and providing 1 assist in his first 6 matches. Statistically, he's been involved in a goal every 61 minutes. That's a level of efficiency that few can match, even at the senior level. But it's not just his finishing. What makes Barbera truly valuable is his incredible work rate and his willingness to press high up the pitch, fitting perfectly into Flick's philosophy. This isn't just a goal scorer, it's a complete forward. Until now, Barbera hadn't been part of Hansi Flick's first team plans, but with Lewandowski out and our squad struggling for attacking depth, this is his golden opportunity. This is why Masia exists. To step up when the first team needs them most. We are desperate for a natural striker who can lead the line and offer a reliable target in the box. Barbera's current form suggests he's absolutely ready to step up to the challenge. If he can carry this incredible scoring touch into the senior side, Barberowski could become the next Masia talent to shine under Flick. This is exciting, Culers. Let's get behind our youngsters. Visca el Barça. Now, let's talk about a talent who, for various reasons, isn't lighting up the Camp Nou anymore, but is absolutely flying elsewhere. I'm talking about Ansu Fati, our former golden boy, who is rediscovering his magic at Monaco. According to Sport, as Monaco holds an €11 million purchase option for Ansu, and given his resurgence, that figure now looks like an absolute steal, a potential bargain that could come back to haunt us. It's a bittersweet feeling for every Cooler. After years of battling devastating injuries and inconsistent form, Ansu Fati seems to have finally found his rhythm, his confidence, and his incredible talent in Ligue 1. The 22-year-old has made a blistering start to life at Monaco, scoring an astounding 6 goals in just 5 matches. 6 goals in 5 games. That's the Ansu we all remember, the one who exploded onto the scene as a teenager, the one we dreamt would carry the torch of Messi. It's absolutely fantastic to see him back to his best, truly a joy for any football fan, but it hurts that it's not in our colours. Before he left on loan, Ansu extended his Barcelona contract until 2028, which we hoped would give us some leverage for a future sale. But with that €11 million purchase clause, there's growing concern within the club that we might have severely undervalued one of Masia's brightest talents. His performances are already catching the eye of Premier League clubs, with Everton reportedly monitoring him closely. If he continues this sensational form, that €11 million fee will look ridiculously modest compared to his market value by the end of the season. Within Barcelona, there's a growing acceptance that Ansu's return is unlikely, and a permanent move to Monaco is the most probable outcome. Monaco plans to take their time, focusing on keeping him fit and consistent, but they're expected to activate that clause. For us, it would mark the end of a truly bittersweet chapter. Losing a homegrown star who has finally found his rhythm, but away from Catalonia. It's tough to see him thrive elsewhere when we desperately need that kind of magic, but we wish him all the best. Once a Cooler, always a Cooler, Ansu. Visca el Barça, and Visca Ansu Fati. More exciting news from the future of our club, and honestly, after all the injury woes, we need these stories. Juan Hernandez, an 18-year-old prodigy from La Masia, has been training with Barcelona's first team for the 2nd straight day. This is exactly what we love to see. His growing involvement with Hansi Flick's side highlights the faith the manager has in the latest gem to emerge from our incredible youth academy. With Barcelona facing an unprecedented wave of injury problems, Raphinha, Dani Olmo, Robert Lewandowski all ruled out or major doubts for the upcoming Girona clash and beyond, Flick is truly being pushed to rely on our youth ranks. And honestly, it's a beautiful thing to witness. This is a crucial opportunity for these young talents to show what they're made of, to prove they belong at the highest level. International breaks might be a curse for injuries, but they can be a blessing for La Masia talents getting their shot. Flick has been using this period of quieter training sessions, with most first-team players away, to give valuable minutes to youngsters from Barça Atletic and Juvenil A, and Juan Hernandez, along with Joffre Torrents, has clearly caught his eye. Both were key figures in the reserve team's recent 4-2 win over Royce Redis, strengthening their case for more first-team involvement. It's a testament to their hard work and talent that they're being rewarded with this chance to rub shoulders with the senior squad. Juan Hernandez is particularly promising. He can operate as both an attacking midfielder and a winger, perfectly fitting the profile Barcelona currently needs, especially with Raphinha sidelined. He's a product of La Masia, highly valued for his technical ability and a maturity beyond his years. His current contract runs until 2026, but the club is already looking to extend it, with his agent recently meeting with officials for renewal talks. This is a clear indication of the trust and importance placed on his development. If he continues to perform at this level, we could soon be celebrating his competitive debut for Barcelona. The future is bright, Culers, even amidst the current darkness. Visca el Barça. Alright, Culers, let's wade into some choppy waters here, because it's not just on the pitch that our club faces challenges. Former FC Barcelona presidential candidate Victor Font has once again voiced his strong discontent with Joan Laporta's leadership, openly criticizing the club's management model. Speaking on Catalunya Radio, Font accused Laporta of deceiving members and, perhaps most controversially, prioritizing tourists over the club's loyal fan base. That's a statement that hits hard for every lifelong Culer. Font didn't hold back, demanding elections as soon as possible and promising a strong and exciting alternative. He was scathing about the administration's lack of transparency, especially regarding the club's finances. He pointed to alleged hidden losses, claiming last year's figures showed €90 million in losses, and that this year's accounts hide a further €80 million in losses that haven't been disclosed to the Assembly. This lack of clarity is always a concern for a club that prides itself on being more than a club, owned by its members. He also took issue with the decision to select Lamine for the Spotify Camp Nou renovation, saying they were told it would be quick and cheap, but it's not. He even claimed internal reports advised against it. And then there's the endless list of deceptions, including a whopping €50 million paid to Darren Dine for mediating with Nike, and questionable new transactions involving VIP seats. These are serious allegations that demand answers, because our club's financial health and integrity are paramount. Despite his strong criticisms of the board, Font did express 100% confidence in our new coach, Hansi Flick. He acknowledged the challenges Flick faces due to what he calls poor management, from a chaotic preseason tour to players not being registered, and the loss of key assets. He rightly pointed out that poor management directly impacts the sporting project on the pitch, and that's what worries us Culers the most. We want to see our team succeed, and any internal issues that hinder that success are unacceptable. Font's message is clear: we need change, and we need it soon. He envisions a united and transparent approach, an alternative that represents all sectors of the club. He stressed the urgency of early elections, stating that the members will fight to ensure that the social model does not change and that the club is once again managed efficiently and responsibly. These are crucial conversations for the future of FC Barcelona, and as Culers, we need to stay informed and engaged. Because ultimately, this club belongs to us, the members. Visca el Barça. Culers, I wish I had better news, but the dreaded confirmation is here, hitting us all like a hammer blow. Robert Lewandowski has officially suffered a muscle tear in his left leg. FC Barcelona confirmed it, and while they didn't specify a recovery timeline in their statement, Mundo Deportivo has come forward with the heartbreaking truth: Lewandowski is likely sidelined for a period of 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks. This is a catastrophic blow to our attacking line and our season aspirations. What does this mean? It means Lewandowski will miss the upcoming La Liga game against Girona, the crucial UEFA Champions League clash against Olympiacos, and, most painfully, the first El Clasico of the season against Real Madrid. Imagine going into the Bernabeu without our talismanic striker. It's almost unthinkable. He returned to training with discomfort after playing the entire match for Poland and even scoring, despite feeling something on the field. This is the exact reason we dread international breaks. The FIFA virus strikes again, and it strikes at the worst possible time. This injury means that for El Clasico on October 26, Barcelona will be without Lewandowski, Joan Garcia, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, Gavi, and Dani Olmo. And with Raphinha still a major doubt, our lineup is looking absolutely decimated. It's a true test of our squad's depth, of Hansi Flick's tactical genius, and of the unwavering spirit of our remaining players. Lewandowski, who has already had a challenging season and even lost his starting spot to Ferran Torres at times, now faces a significant period on the sidelines. His experience, his predatory instincts in the box, his leadership, all will be sorely missed. This is a moment where we need to dig deep, Culers. Every player, from the seasoned veterans to the La Masia youngsters, needs to step up. This is when legends are made, when unexpected heroes emerge. We might be down, but we are never out. We will fight, we will bleed, and we will defend our colors with everything we have. Visca el Barça, now more than ever. This is going to be a true test of our character. Alright, Culers, let's circle back to Raphinha, because the updates keep coming, and unfortunately, they're not getting any brighter in the short term. Adria Albets reports that Raphinha is still not training with the group, casting significant doubt over his availability for the upcoming matches against Girona and Olympiacos. This is a critical period for us, and not having him fit is a real concern. While there was some initial expectation that he might recover in time for El Clasico, a hope that's now fading. As we discussed earlier, for these immediate fixtures, his situation is precarious. He remains focused on individual work in the gym and hasn't even joined his teammates on the training pitch. With just 4 days until the Girona clash, he's still working alone, not even doing drills on the sidelines. The coaching staff considers it highly unlikely that he'll feature in the squad for these 2 games, preferring to delay his return to group training and avoid any further risks. And honestly, as much as we need him, caution is the right approach. We cannot afford to rush him back and lose him for even longer. Hansi Flick is fully aware of Raphinha's importance, his pace, his drive, his ability to create chances, but he's prioritizing caution over risk. It's all about how Raphinha's body responds in the coming days. For now, it's gym work and patience. So for Girona and Olympiacos, we'll have to make do without him, which puts even more pressure on our already depleted attacking options. However, amidst this tough news, there is a silver lining, a positive note that keeps our spirits up. Fermin Lopez and Lamine Yamal have both returned to full training. This is fantastic news. Fermin's energy and Lamine's sheer brilliance are exactly what we need right now. Their return provides a much-needed boost as we head into a challenging week. We enter this period with a clear focus, recover injured players, and return to winning ways after consecutive defeats. Girona, who just claimed their first La Liga victory over Valencia, will be a tough challenge. But with Fermin and Lamine back, and the rest of the squad fighting, we have hope. We need to regain momentum ahead of El Clasico. Every match counts, and every player's contribution is vital. Visca el Barça, few Culers. What a rollercoaster of emotions we've been on today. From the devastating injury crisis threatening our Clasico hopes, to the excitement of La Masia talents like Victor Barbera and Juan Hernandez stepping up, and the bittersweet pride in Ansu Fati's resurgence at Monaco. We've even delved into the complex world of club politics with Victor Font's criticisms of Laporta. It's never a dull moment being a Barca fan, is it? The road ahead is undoubtedly tough, especially with so many key players sidelined. But this is FC Barcelona, and we've always faced adversity head-on. This is when the true Cooler spirit shines brightest, when we rally together, support our players, and believe in our club, no matter what. We have incredible talent, a rich history, and the best academy in the world. We will get through this, and we will emerge stronger. Let's keep our heads high, our voices loud, and our belief unwavering. What are your thoughts on all this news? Are you worried about the Clasico? Excited about the youngsters? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next update. Your support means the world to me and to our community of Culers. Until next time, stay strong, stay passionate, and as always, Visca el Barça.